Why the long sleeves?
I had an Everton tattoo, didn't you know?
You can show it us now. Finally. And now we've got some questions from our followers on Twitter. So, Jamie, you can't have a go at me for these questions because they're not from me. First up, from Adam Lockett. I like this one. If you could replay your career all over again with exactly the same honours you have received at Liverpool, would you choose to do it with Liverpool or your childhood club, Everton?
When's he asking me this question? When I'm a kid or when I'm now?
Yeah, so when you were a kid, kind of if you could replay it all over again. So if you pick Everton, you would have never joined Liverpool, but you'd have won all what you won with Everton. I
mean, I suppose as a kid, I wanted to play for Everton, didn't I? I was an Everton fan. But if you're asking me right now, so I suppose the answer is both, really. You know, as a young kid, I'd love to have done that with Everton because I was an Everton fan. But if you're asking me right now, no, I wouldn't change anything about my career. I love the fact that, you know, I played for Liverpool and we did what we did, and the supporters and the memories I've got. I couldn't change that for the world. But it may have been a different answer if you're asked a 7-year-old James Carragher, shall we say. So no, I wouldn't change it, no.
Perfect. Next up from Harry Eubank, he's asked, what has been your favourite venture since retiring from football?
I mean, I love Monday Night Football. I absolutely adore it. I think it's the best football show on TV, and that's not because of me. I just think the concept of it, there being a live game, looking back at the weekend's action, but not being match of the day, not showing every goal, looking at incidents and going a lot deeper into the tactical side of it. And that almost, I get a little buzz, before we're going on here. It's a 4-hour show, it's a long show. It takes a lot of concentration. You feel like you've got a hangover on the Tuesday. After the show, because there's that much stuff in your head you're trying to remember. And I'm really proud of the show. As I said, someone in the future will do the show. I won't in the future. Someone, that's just maybe a natural progression, or maybe they want me to keep doing it. I don't know. But I'm really proud of Monday Night Football, about what the show is, the work that gets put into it. And that's the big thing, where it almost takes me back to being a player, where I get that feeling of, a little bit of nerves and excitement before the show starts. And I'm really, at the end of the show, think, did the show go well? Was it good? Did we make the guests feel comfortable? Did the guests come across well? Because I think that's a big part of our job now. When we get guests on, Gary's not on every week. So when we get guests on, if the feeling after the show is that they've come across really well, I think that's us doing our job. And again, Monday Night Football doing its job. So I think the biggest thing I'm proud of since I've finished is the shows we've done on Monday night.
I think the one with Rafa, I think everyone loved that when you were on with him. That was brilliant insight. How long can you see yourself doing it for?
As long as they want me, I suppose. I mean, I've ruled myself out of coaching and managing, but I think my role now in football will be TV and will be in the media and will be giving opinions in newspapers. And, that's the way it is. I've been doing it now for, I don't know, 8 years now. I retired in 2013, so 8 and 9, so not far off 10 years, basically. And, I suppose when you're there, they have better people out there, or maybe more current, or whatever it may be. I'll keep going. As long as the public want me.
We'll always want you, I think. Monday Night Football never gets old with you and Gary. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Next question comes in from Matt. You'll never walk alone. Who is the best player you played alongside or against based on pure ability?
The two best players are Steven Gerrard, I played with, and Thierry Henry, who I played against. In terms of pure ability, what does that mean? Something like real skills?
Yeah, I think skill, potentially, yeah.
Pure skill. I mean, Yari Littman and Company, he was pretty, he was a really good, it's got to be Luis Suarez, I forgot about him. I mean, in terms of pure skill and dribble and pass people and nutmegging people, it's got to be Luis Suarez. And against, I think it has to be Zola, because every year I get sent this clip by Chelsea fans on it was his last game at Chelsea, and he basically he gave me twisted blood basically in the corner flag at Stamford Bridge. So I get sent that every year. So I suppose I'll have to go for Zola. But I should add, it was the last minute of the game, So we were trying to get the ball back because we needed the goal. So we were diving in and the ball went out for a goal kick. So it wasn't like a goal come from it. So I need to start fighting my own corner on this clip, actually. I've let it go for too long because nothing actually come for it. So what was the point? except for a good meme, is it, or a good clip on social.
Start replying to those tweets. Have you ever had a player sign for Liverpool who you weren't too sure about and then they've instantly joined and you've been like, wow, they are some player?
I mean, I wouldn't say you've had doubts about. There's times when you buy someone and you don't really know too much about them. You know, Xabi Alonso came in and I knew of him, I'd heard of him, I hadn't watched him play too much. He played for Real Sociedad, they'd come very close to winning La Liga. And he come, so he wasn't sort of established in the Spanish team at that time, he wasn't playing for Madrid or Barcelona. And he come in, but straight away you knew he was a top player. You think, oh, we've got a good player here. You can just see it in the first training session, the way he passed the ball, the pace he put on his passes, you knew straight away. So I wouldn't say there's players that you both really, you're not quite sure of as such. You may not know too much about them, and then they surprise you because you think, wow, how's this fella not, how do we not know more about him, if you like. So I'd probably describe it more like that. Now, we've had plenty of players who we thought was going to be really good and hasn't quite happened for them. That's the opposite, but I wouldn't say there's been too much the other way.
And final question from the public. All Do the Huddle tweeted in saying, why the long sleeves? Why did you wear long sleeves throughout your career?
I had an Everton tattoo, didn't you know? Well, basically, well, there's my arms anyway. Is that the evidence? I mean, I just wore long sleeves. I thought I looked better in long sleeves. So everyone was aware that I was a big Everton fan as a kid. So as you may not know, but in Liverpool, it's a small city and rumours can run like wildfire. So basically, Jamie Carragher's got an Everton tattoo. That's why he wears long sleeves. So that was one for a while, really. But no, that was just, I thought I looked better. Whether I did or not, I'm not sure.
It was a good style for you. I think it worked all right. Luckily, there's no Everton tattoo. We can now reveal. So we're going to finish today, Jamie, with a quick fire round, 10 questions, this or that. Answer as quickly as you can. Don't have to think about it too much. So let's crack straight into it. First one, Old Trafford or the Etihad?
Old Trafford.
Header or volley?
Volley.
Own goal or red card?
Red card.
Player or pundit?
Player.
Would rather win the World Cup, win the Champions League?
If the Champions League was at Liverpool, win the Champions League.
VAR or no VAR?
Oh, no VAR.
Suarez or Torres?
Suarez.
Klopp or Benitez?
Klopp.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Neville or Keane?
Oh, Keane.
You just said that one to annoy Neville, have you?
Oh, yes.
So thanks very much, Jamie. You've answered all our questions. It's been a really pleasure to speak to you today on The Sportsman, and we will catch you next time for the next interview we do.